D, wait for it, rightful.
I got the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds? So, I just finished the third episode of Willow. And I want to be honest with you. I hated the first two episodes. They were so terrible. The writing was bad. And I'll talk about this because I'm going to do a season 1 review. I've already started writing it and everything because I'm telling you right now. The first two episodes were just terrible. They were terrible. And so I was like, you know what? Maybe it's just one of those things that when you watch the first episode or the first couple episodes in this instance, maybe it's just because those two had to be the way they were to set up the story. And, sometimes, it doesn't work out. And then, but like the first episode is really bad. And then maybe sometimes the last episode can be pretty bad. But the in-between parts, you're just like, no, that was really good. It was really good. I'm trying to think of a show where that happened, but I can't think of that off the top of my head. I was trying to give this show the benefit of the doubt. So I went in to this episode. I was like, you know what? I'm going to watch the episode. I'm going to try to keep a positive attitude because I don't want to hate Willow because I love that movie so much. I failed because this episode sucked. It was so boring. Like, I was checking my phone, and I try so hard when I'm watching a TV show, I try not to look at my phone. But at one point in time, I was just like sitting there like this, like, oh my God, this is so boring. I was like, it's not even written well. The dialogue is terrible. The characters are completely terrible. They're so unlikable. And it really upsets me because and now I know there's the whole thing of this was a sequel that nobody asked for, and that's 110% true. Nobody asked for this sequel. But at the same time, I go, you could have created something really, really good if you just tried. And I mean, and that and also I see if they just would have tried, but I see where they spent the money on stuff. Like, for instance, there's some special effects used here that I thought was pretty good. But then, they didn't spend the money on the writers. I'll tell you that right now, because the writing, like I said before, it just sucks. It sucks. And I'm really disappointed. The characters, all the characters, even Willow is completely unlikable. And even Warwick Davies said he channeled Mark Hamill's The Last Jedi, Luke Skywalker, as inspiration. I'm paraphrasing. And man, what a freaking bad choice on his part. Because I'm like, man, your character sucks and the show sucks so far. I mean, they could turn it around, but as of right now, the first 3 episodes are terrible. And we're going to get into this third episode now because I have thoughts and everything. I'll try not to take up too much of your time. But before I get started, you guys, I just want to say that if you like what I do here and you enjoy independent content here on YouTube, please consider subscribing to my channel. YouTube is always changing up their algorithm, and small channels like mine, we are always getting shoved to the back of the line. So please ask that you like, share, and subscribe, and I thank you in advance. All right, now that we got that out of the way, so it starts off with this book, and it says Willow on it. I'm like, yay. And then it tells the story of that this armor, okay, and it tells about how there's 2 princes, and the younger one is like a strong, a masculine type, and the other one's the firstborn. I think it's the firstborn. Doesn't matter. He's a big pussy. He's all weak and shit. But it talks about how his mother, there she is, which I'm all like, wow, time was not nice to your mom. How she forged some armor for this dude who needs to man up and stuff. I'm like, listen, I'm not trying to act like I'm the most masculine man on the planet, but I could take this guy. And look at her, she's like look at you, you're so brave and everything. So she uses magic, and so what this is the armor. And they call it the Chimerian armor, armor. Anyways, but what it does is it's and later on he says it's not a weapon, it's a shield. So it protects him, and it can only protect It can only be used by those who are worthy. And notice this little key thing right here. That's what charges it with its little magic powers and stuff. So it said he went on to defeat his brother and his army all by himself because he didn't have an army behind him or beside him, yada, yada, yada. So while I was doing this, Princess Bitchface is all like, that's nice. I don't care about your story. When are we going to, I want to hear about my dad. And he's like, your dad went to go find the armor and I was like his knight or what, his little stable boy. And your dad was super cool and stuff. And I'm all like, oh, nobody cares. Unless Matt Mardigan shows up, which I have a feeling he will show up because, you know, they said they didn't have him in there because of COVID and he had to take the throat cancer, which I completely understand. But a small piece of me thinks that it's going to be like a Top Gun situation, that he's going to show up either the second to last episode or the last episode. He's going to show up and but just for like a hot minute because and I'm just going to say they filmed that after all of was said and done. Like maybe they were done filming and then they were like, hey, we have a chance to get Val Kilmer for a hot second. We're going to film some new scenes. So some of you actors need to get over here ASAP. So then they're all, looking for Laura Dannon, but she's gone. And the Bitchface is all like, it's not possible. You guys have got a leash on her. And I'm all like, oh my God, do you have to be unlikable? Like seriously, like all the time? You know how you get those people like when you go to a party and there's that one person that is just a stick in the mud for no reason. Like you're like, why are you mad right now? We're at a party, we're drinking, we're having some food, we're having conversation, and you're mad about what? What? Because it might be raining outside? Get over yourself. And that's what this girl needs to do. She needs to be pushed down a peg because she is up on this pedestal that she has not earned. I'm like, you're not even that great of a fighter, which I want to talk about that later when we get to it. But anyways. So here we go. Laura Dannon's being kidnapped by Valentine. So she comes across, remember the last episode, the very at the end of the episode, it sprouted that little like that tiny tree. It's not tiny. It was like the size of my hand, like it sprouted up. Well, then it turns into this giant little brickleberry bush. And she's like, guys, and everything. And I'm all like, you should snack a couple of those. They look delicious. So then she what I don't remember her name. It's Jade. She comes across Valentine and she's all like, what are you doing, sir? And he's like, Jade, I don't want to have to hurt you. You need to go away. And she's all like, what are you doing? And he's like, yeah. And she's like, what was that? And he's like, nothing. And I'm all like, it was something. Look at your eye. Your eye is messed up, dude. You got some varicose veins. And I'm like, I don't know what little kid took a magic marker to your face, but it is not looking good. You know what I'm saying? And she's all like, she pulls out her sword ever so slightly. She's like, I have to. He's like, and then Willow comes along. He's like, what's going on? And he's all like, go away, little man. He's like, I don't think so. I'm here to defeat you. And then he comes out and he's like, we're here. Silas, is that his name? Anyways, he's all like, wait, you're outnumbered 6-1. And then of course, okay, so every man in this show is either stupid or a complete pussy, like straight up. And I don't like being that way. But like, I don't like the term soy boy, but hold on. Where's he at? Yeah, he's like, well, I really don't. This kid's a soy boy, total soy boy. What's his name? His name is Graydon. Ugh, Graydon, you are a total pussy. I could take Graydon. I'll tell you that right now. And I'm 5'4", 100 pounds and nothing. I could take Graydon in like that. I would snap him like a little twig. Because I'm not even like masculine, but I'm more masculine than this guy. Anyways, because I'm sorry. Even if I wasn't like a warrior, I'd be like grabbing a sword and be like, you're not taking a Laura Dannon, dude. I'm like, I don't know how to use this sucker, but I'm gonna do my very best to stop you from taking her. I'll tell you that. So, so he's and then he's all like, fine, it's 4.5 to 1. And I'm all like, oh, you can count yourself as a warrior. You do pretty good in this show or in this episode until you don't. And he's like, what makes you think I'm alone? And he's like, oh, boom. And then they start fighting. So while they're fighting, right? Hold on. And the fight sequence, this is the thing. The fight choreography is not bad, except for one instance during this fight, which I want to talk. Well, at two instances, another time when I was like, oh, come on. But this one, but the fight, the sword play is not too bad. It's not Last Jedi bad, except for one instance, which I want to get into. Just give me a sec. It's not that bad, but it's pretty good. I mean, they tried. So while they're doing all of this, Willow is getting a spell ready. So they're all fighting. Hold on, I'm trying to get to it. Oh, he's trying to get Elora Danan out. She's like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm trying to get you out. He's like, isn't there anybody else? And I'm like, seriously, right now, hooker face, you're oh my gosh, you're so obnoxious. Oh, at this point in time, I'd just be like, just take Elora Danan, banish her soul to the netherworld or whatever, because she is completely like annoying. They're all, like I said before, all of the women in the show are completely unlikable. So are most of the men. Borman. Oh, that's another joke that the Princess Bitchface said earlier. She was all like, no wonder they call you Borman because you're a bore man. And I'm all like, what? His story was pretty good. At least he has a story and he's not sitting around like a little nag like you are. Anyways. So then, oh, hold on. Did I miss it? Yeah, I missed it. Hold on. We got to find it now. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. Oh, there we go. There it was. Okay. So they're fighting, right? And while they're fighting, okay, so she does this, and then she ever so slightly, okay, so she gets knocked down, and then ever so slightly, she comes in, girlfriend, hold on, where is it? And then she's about to get like slapped. So she stops this, boomy boom, and then she ever so like, oh, right there. She's just all like, oh, and the guy pauses. He pauses before he comes down. And I'm all like, this took 40 minutes for him to strike and then get blocked by girlfriend. I'm all like, come on, this is ridiculous. So then Willow throws his little magic potion and then boof, smoke. And then what happens after the smoke? Elora Danan gets taken. They're all gone. I'm all like, they're like, they must have taken her. And I'm like, what? I thought your little potion was supposed to do something, my dude. I was completely confused by this whole thing. I was like, I thought maybe it was like, I'm just like, this is ridiculous. So then like, everybody get in the carriage. We're going to go get her. And he's like, you ride ahead. And he's like, can you track her? And she's like, we're going to, no, he's like, can you track her? Sorry. He asked Redhead and Borman, can you track her? And she's like, yeah. And he's like, we're going to ride ahead and everything. And he's like, I'm so sorry. I let her get away. I should have protected her better. And I'm all like, yeah, we know. You don't need to tell us, okay? That's another problem with this show. The exposition is just like out of control. So these guys are running away with Elora Danan and they're following after her and they're coming along with the carriage. Oh no, this is where he's all like, I should have protected her better. Even my father says that I can't fight. He says that I'm not even worthy of being a man. And I'm all like, your dad is right, fucker. I'm all like, oh goodness. He's like, you got the power inside you, kid, or some crap like that. So then they pause in this swirling vortex of doom. And they're like, what's that? And he's like, it's a swirling vortex of doom. And he's all like, I can't remember exactly what he says, but they talk about how, before they talked about how Valentine and the soldiers were possessed by dark magic. And they're like, can we cure him? And they're like, the longer it stays in, the more of your goodness goes away and the darkness takes over. Sorry, I need a little bit of a boost, Anyways, so he's like, once we get caught in that, we'll have to deal with the crone's magic or some crap like that. So anyways, so while they were going along, she's able to free herself and she falls off. And literally, okay, so she jumps off the horse and literally she does. One of them yells out, she's right there. And I'm like, yeah, what are you talking about? You guys, this is such bad writing. So she runs into the woods and of course they can't follow because, reasons. Like they're just like, she runs into the woods and they're like, yes, we got to stop our horses now because there's trees. And I'm all like, what? It's so stupid. All right. And these guys, the wheel has broken off of their little carriage. And I'm all like, you're kidding me, right? With this nonsense. Why? I just can't. I can't. So this one's all like, I can fix it. He's like, you guys will lift it up and then I'll put it on. And he's like, seriously? And he's like, can't you do some magic to lift it up, levitate it? And he's like, now. And so the prince is like, I'm going to get some water. And then so these two have a little tiff again. I don't remember what they talk about. It really doesn't matter. It's so freaking boring. It's like ridiculous. Anyways, she's just simping the whole time. She's like, I'm sorry. And she's all like, no, you were going to leave me and everything. And you're all like, oh, this one, she is not worth it, honey. She's not worth it. Jade, she is not worth it. She is one of those people that thinks she's a 10 and she's not. Like, and when I say 10, I mean all the way around. Like, yeah, she's royalty. Fine. Just because you got money don't mean you're a good person. And she's not a good person. She's pretty. Okay. But she's a total dick. She's not a good person at all. Why? I don't understand what attracted you to her in the first place. It's very obvious. She's just, and they went with the stereotypical angry lesbian. And I'm all like, I thought you guys were trying to get away from stereotypes and they are not. They're not getting away from it. They're leaning in. And she's just all like simping for her. And I'm all like, I'm sorry. If my spouse treated me this way, I'd be like, yo, you need to fix yourself or this is not going to happen. Especially if we're dating. Like, I'd be like, no, I can't date you when you're treating me like this. I had to do what was best for me. And she did. She had to do what was best for her. So they fixed the wheel. And they're getting ready to go. And Laura Dannon is running through the woods, right? And while she's running, she comes across this cabin, which it's all like weird and misty here and everything. And then all of a sudden it's like bright and shiny on this cabin. So then we run into these two sisters. I think they're sisters. And I want to say right now, this woman right here, who is Hubert, her name is Hubert. I think this was Anne. Hubert is played by Hannah Whittingham, who is awesome. I love Hannah Whittingham. Not in this. This sucked. Yeah, she's terrible in this. And she's like, this is my sister Anne, and I'm Hubert. It's our little home. And she's like, come on, sit down. Come on, and she's like, men are after me. And she's like, I bet they are. You're very pretty. I want to take you in the cabin and give you the old in, out, but, without. Anyways, and she's like, they're coming for you. And she's like, sit down, give her a mushroom. And she's like, not that one. That one's mine. Put it back. And I'm all like, seriously? And she named her hammer like Wargrath or something after her father. So then these guys, they're getting ready to go back on the hunt, and I can't remember what he says, but they split up because they're gonna go look for that key. And then he has a little vision and or something or other. They do this little like seizure thing. I'm not quite sure. So they separate, and he's like, once we get in that swirling vortex of doom, splitting up won't be good because the crone's magic will be working against us. And I'm all like, have we met the crone yet? And I'm all like, we have not. And I'm all like, I hope the crone pays off. So then these two weirdos, oh man, I should use that. What was it? Oh man, I missed it. Anyways, doesn't matter. So long story short, they're like, you're Laura Dannon. And they're like, let us see the mark. And they're like, you're Laura Dannon. We answer the call. And she's like, what call? And she's like, you're the same as us. You breathe the same air. You drink the same water. You live in the same earth. We're the same. And we answer the call for a Laura Dannon. And I'm like, get out of here with this nonsense. Oh my goodness. And then as soon as that shows up, are they wearing jeans? Like it's so weird. This like they're like trying to be Tom Bombadil or some crap like that, but you're all like, yeah, it's not working. It's so weird. It's like she time jumped when she went through the mist into this little cavern of nonsense. Because they're wearing denim. They're wearing denim. Ooh, I think I see a Levi's logo. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Okay, I'm moving on. So then, as soon as that happens, these dudes show up. He's like, give us the girl. I'm like, yo, fix your face. I'm like, he needs some milk. He needs some milk. Anyways, and she's all like, she picks up her axe and she's all like, you need to leave her alone, or I'm gonna take my axe to you. Long story short, they fight. And she hits him in the back. She's like, yeah, one, take that. And then he stabs her because, he's possessed and everything. He's all Zorgified and everything. And then, of course, these two, they run. And she's like, and everything. She doesn't talk. And then she runs away because she gets stopped. And she's like, please leave her alone. And then she's running. And then the horse comes and kills her. And he's like, their death is on your hands. And I'm all like, man, you're not looking good. You're looking Zorgified and everything. Anyways, so these two are talking about how they're going to go to like an inn tavern. And I think it's the tavern from the Willow movie. If you remember, where Mad Morgan dresses up as a woman because he's sleeping with that woman, then her husband comes in. Yeah. And so okay, she's like, tell me about the armor, the shoot, what's it called? The Chimera armor or some crap like that. Anyways, so then I can't remember what these two are talking about. It doesn't even matter. Oh, these two are pulling on. And he's like, you're gonna break the thing. It's old. So, and he's like, so, hey, you remember when we were plowing Farmer Joe's fields? You remember that from the first movie when they are plowing fields at the very beginning? And then that one magistrate guy comes, the bald guy, and he's like a total dick to Willow for no reason. And so, so I can't remember what they talk about here either. It really doesn't matter. So he hold on. So they get to this inn and she's like, it's not an inn, it's a graveyard. He's like, listen, the only person that me and your dad trusted was the owner of this tavern, and he would go to his grave before he said anything to anybody. He's like, just let's check it out. And so they go into this little cave tunnel thing, and he's like, watch out for the were-rats. And I'm all like, okay, maybe the were-rats will be cool. So he goes into this little well. And then these guys, they're all going through this board. Look at him. He is looking gnarly. He looks like something from The Walking Dead. Oh, and she's all like, he's like, when we get there, we will be given our reward. And she's like, you're not going to make it through this, dude. You're going to die. And you know this. Look at you. She's like, look at you. I was like, shut up. And so she touches one of the guys and her magic comes through and she's all like, I am a Lord Denon. I am the most powerful sorcerer and I'm going to create a spell to destroy you. And then she's like, Alakazam, and nothing happens. And they're like, ha 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 ha, stupid girl. And then Willow shows up with everybody and then they start fighting. Fighty. And while they're fighting, we go back to this well and she's like, can you hurry it up? And he's like, I'm looking through stuff and hold on. And she hears a noise. She hears like and everything. And then he's in here and he finds hold on. Oh, maybe I did it. I try not to play. Oh, yeah, there it is. And he pulls out that little key from the story, that thing that the mom, the very unattractive mom queen lady put into her weak son's armor to magic it up and everything, the chimera armor. And so he's all like, yeah. And she hears the noise. She hears like, and she's like, hey, Borman. And he's like, I'm ready to come. Pull me up. And then she sees a were-rat. And the were-rats are ugly. They have like 2 heads and everything. It looks, I mean, like, listen, it's very Willow from the 80s. With it's just like a little puppet, but it's ugly. And to me personally, it looked cheap. And I'm all like, you guys, you could spend some money on, a better, puppet, but it's fine. It's fine. I'm not upset about it. And he's like, that's the way he's like, don't pull me up then if it's a were-rat. And the were-rat attacks her and she kills him. She's like, well, then she turns around and she sees glowing eyes of more were-rats. So these guys are fighty. And they're surrounded except for one place. So they're like, come on, get in here. And the were-rats are following them. There's like a bunch of them. There they are. Hold on. There they are. There's so many. And then they're fighting. And he's all like, it's like, I'm here to save you this time, but for like real, because, I don't know, dude. So they're fighting, but they're losing. Oh, and okay, hold on. We gotta go back because okay. So redhead Jade is about to lose, and then her girlfriend plows through these rocks and knocks him over. Like she knew he was gonna be there. And I'm all like, what is going on here? Like her plowing through the rocks, fine. But I mean, name the last time you ever just saw a pile of rocks and you were just like, through them. Never. You would take them off one by one. Okay. So stupid. Okay. Anyways. So again, back to fighty. Silas, he jumps on somebody's back. Oh, what was that? I can't remember. Oh, he's like, we need to get to the carriage. As soon as we get to the carriage, everything will be fine. And then lightning strikes and destroys the carriage. I'm like, oh, so funny. So they're fighty. They all start to lose. Silas jumps on this dude's back, one of these soldiers' back, and he gets knocked off, like flown far away. And I'm all like, okay. And he's like, Silas. And then he does some magic. He's like, Hiawatha Kasha. Here, let's play that real quick. Hold on, let me get it to that. And he's like, oops, hold on. Ooh, hold on. Where is it? There we go. And he's like, bam! And he does some magic and he starts blasting out the evil inside the little dudes. Like he's like, wow, and everything. And it starts to work. And it's actually this part's pretty cool. Like it's the dark magic starts to get blasted away. That part's pretty cool. But it's like, it's like 2 seconds of cool on an hour long or 42-minute show. So what? So they defeat them, and he goes to Cialis, and he's all like, take this to my daughter. And I'm all like, did you get seriously injured? It didn't look like it to me. And then he dies. And then, because he's a man. And so then he's all like, Jade, I couldn't be more proud of you. You done so well. You've earned everything you've got, even though we haven't proven that. But it's like, whatever, it's fine. Jade's the least out of the three female leads. The other two are completely unlikable. Like, there's no way that they can turn it around and make me like them. Jade might be able to do it. The simping thing really bothers me. Like, I'm all like, get over this girl. She is not that great. And he dies. So then we move it forward, and he's like, put me out of my misery, and she does. And then he is all upset, and he's like, we need to get out of here before this. We can't go back the way we came, so we need to go forward. He's all like, and then Willow's all like, I know where we are, and I'm like, where are you? And then hold on, where is it? Oh no, they start walking. They can't go back the way they came, so he's like, I know exactly where we are. Oh, yeah. This, my dude right here, he got hit with the dark magic. And I'm all like, when you were doing your little blasties, Willow, why wouldn't that also work on this dude in the tiny bit of dark magic that got into him? Why wouldn't that go away? Reasons. They need him to be darkified. I hope he dies. He's like, I know where we are. And they're at Babmorta's castle. I don't remember the name. Castle Doom. We'll just call it that because I don't remember what it's called, but it doesn't matter. But Bad Morta's castle from the movie, the swirling vortex of doom is over it, and you can see it right here. And then this is the castle. It's very cool. It's very cool to see it. But I mean, other than that, so. And then that's where they're all like, oh, that's where it ends. That's where it ends. And so I just want to say this show so far, I mean, like, listen, if you, the writing is just terrible. The writing is my biggest problem about this show. It's not good. It's not good. And I wish that they would have thought about doing better, but they didn't, and they're not going to, obviously, because the season's over with. But it's just terrible. It's just terrible. It's just not a good show. And, you know, I mean, if you like it, have at it. I am not, like, that's the thing. Like I always tell people, you like what you like, and you can't help that. The thing is, I can't help but not like this show. It's not good. It's not good. And I will debate anybody that wants to say it's good, because I've seen stuff where it's like, if you don't like this show, you're just a misogynist. And it's like, I mean, if you want to think that, but I mean, if you like it, you have no taste. Like, that's the thing. You just like bad writing, which a lot of people these days do, because the show is very badly written. I mean, you want to write a show with a strong female character, 3 strong female characters, that's fine. But you've taken the main character, Willow, who's the show is named after, and you have made him a curmudgeon pussy. And it's obnoxious and annoying. It's like you can't even make him a sorcerer, like a good sorcerer. Like, it's so dumb. It's so dumb. So that's my take on this episode. Tell me, what did you guys think about this episode? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Who's your favorite character? For me, it's Borman. I like Borman. He makes me laugh, but they play him up like he's stupid, and I don't think he's stupid. I don't like that when they do it. How do you feel about them wasting Hannah Waddington? How do you feel about them wasting her as an actress on that dumb character of Hubert or whatever, it's Herbert? Yeah, do you think this show is what do you think the end's gonna be? Do you think they're gonna fight Bad Morta? Who do you think the crone is? You know, what do you guys think? Yeah, tell me what you guys think. Go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. You know, I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And we'll see you guys on my next Willow breakdown and review. You guys have a good week. Bye.